You've done this. Something real is on your mind. And instead of texting a friend, you open ChatGPT. A few messages later, you're saying things you haven't told anyone else. Which is strange, because this thing doesn't know you, it isn't a person. So why can it feel easier to tell AI what you're really thinking than to tell someone who actually knows you? The answer has less to do with AI than with what your brain thinks could happen when another human knows the truth. Think about what happens when you tell a real person something personal. Before you even hit send, your brain starts imagining what could go wrong. What if they think I'm weird? What if they don't understand? What if they tell someone? What if they just don't reply? You're not only thinking about what you want to say, you're thinking about what saying it might cost you. But with AI, a lot of that worry disappears. Maybe AI doesn't feel easier because it's better at connection. Maybe it feels easier because there's nothing to lose. And this isn't some tiny internet habit. In one major survey, nearly 3 in 4 teenagers said they had used AI companions. And among teens who had used them, about 1 in 3 said they'd chosen AI instead of a real person for an important or serious conversation. Think about that. We have more ways to contact people than ever before. And sometimes, we'd rather tell the machine. So what does AI remove from a conversation that another human can't? It removes something called social risk. The moment you open up to another person, you're taking a small emotional risk. Because once they know what you're really thinking, you can't control what happens next. They might disagree, they might misunderstand, they might see you differently. Even someone who loves you can say exactly the wrong thing. With AI, a lot of that worry disappears. You decide when the conversation starts. You decide when it ends. You can rewrite the question, delete the chat, start again. And if the answer annoys you, you don't have to worry about what ChatGPT now thinks of you. That's the hidden mechanism. With AI, you can be honest without feeling like you have as much to lose. And here's what makes this complicated. The relief can be real. You finally said the thing. You turned the messy thought in your head into words, something answered immediately. No awkward silence, no embarrassed face, no lying in bed later thinking, "Why did I tell them that?" So your brain learns something very quickly. This is easier. And easier isn't always bad. AI might help you understand what you're feeling before you're ready to say it out loud. The problem starts when easier becomes the only kind of conversation you want to have. But here's the part we usually miss. With AI, being honest can feel safer because there's less at stake. With people, there is something at stake. Tell a friend something embarrassing, and for a second, you don't know what happens next. Maybe they won't understand. Maybe they'll see you differently. But maybe they'll look at you and say, "Okay, I'm still here." And suddenly, the risk that made opening up scary is exactly what makes that moment matter. AI can respond without judging you, but it can't risk a relationship with you. It feels good to be understood, but it means something different to be known and still accepted. So here's a small test. Think about the last personal thing you told AI. Not homework, not directions, not write this email for me. Something about you. Now ask yourself, why did I tell AI instead of a person? Were you just trying to figure out how you felt? Fair enough. Was nobody available? Makes sense. Or did you already know exactly who you could tell? But you were worried about what might happen if you told them. Because if it's that last one, AI may be showing you something important. It may be showing you what you're afraid to say and who you're afraid to say it to. So maybe there's a better way to use AI. Use it as a bridge, not a hiding place. If talking to AI helps you figure out what you're feeling, great. Write it out, find the words, make sense of it. Then look at what you just wrote and ask, is there one person I might want to tell this to? You don't have to tell everyone everything. Trust has to be earned. But if fear is the only thing stopping you, maybe the next step isn't another prompt. Maybe it's one honest message. AI will get better at talking to us, more natural, more patient, more personal. And that makes one question even more important. Am I using this conversation to understand myself or to avoid being understood by someone else? Because sometimes the easiest conversation to have isn't the one you most need to have.